Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother, and guess what day it is today? It is Tuesday! It's Troll Tuesday, and we are trolling it up. Who knows, maybe this is actually going to be a sweet deck. We're trolling it up with Hardened Scales Merfolk in Pioneer. It didn't work in Modern, but maybe it has a place in Pioneer. If you love Troll Tuesday on this channel, where we play with very experimental builds of Modern or of Merfolk, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. But before we get into our deck tech, we're going to thank our sponsors, starting with themanabase.com, your home base for everything Magic the Gathering, and the MTG Mastermind, the Mastermind program, to take your game to the next level, where you can get feedback from very good seasoned players that play on the Players Tour, make top 8s at GPs. If you want to learn from them, go check them out on the MTG Mastermind. And Card Hoarder being our sponsor to help buy or borrow cards. We're going to thank Card Hoarder for lending the cards for Troll Tuesday. So today's Troll Tuesday list was inspired by Michael Jacks. Michael Jacks says, you know, Nikachu, can we try Hardened Scales and Pioneer? Is that possible? Yes, let's try it out. Usually I like to go mono green, but you know what? Michael asked if we could go blue. Blue for things like Benthic Biomancer, Merfolk Mistbinder, Merfolk Skydiver, and also other blue cards like Tidebinder Mage, Aether Gust. These were the cards he wanted to play, but I decided to add in Mystical Dispute and Oko Thief of Crowns. So the only thing we can start with the mana base. The only thing I'm really unsure about is the mana base. I'm playing with Lumbering Falls, 4 of them. I'm hoping this is not going to be too clunky, because I'm sure this deck sort of wants to curve out, but at the same time, I want to get some value off of these Merfolk Branchwalkers and these Jade Light Rangers. I really, really do. Hinterland Harbor, so that we have enough blue mana to activate Benthic Biomancer, cast Merfolk Mistbinder, cast Tidebinder Mage, Aether Gust, Mystical Dispute, and Oko Thief of Crowns. I hope this is okay, 2 Mutavault. The green mana is important. We do want, ideally, Hardened Scales on turn 1, and then hopefully everything after that is going to get really big. Not everything gives counters, like Commander Speaker doesn't get counters, Mistbinder doesn't get counters, but Biomancer gets counters, and if we ever put counters on Biomancer, we can always filter the lands that we draw from, like we can loot away the lands that we draw from Merfolk Branchwalker, Jade Light Ranger. That's a great synergy that we have with Deeproot Elite. Put counters on Benthic Biomancer. Nisa, put a counter on Benthic Biomancer. Keep looting. Gotta have something to do with all those lands that we get from Merfolk Branchwalker. So we've got that synergy. So we got some early aggro with Commander Speaker. What else do we got? Deeproot Elite, of course. Whenever a Merfolk enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on a Merfolk. That'll help our synergy with Hardened Scales. Got Merfolk Branchwalker. It explores. We got Jade Light Ranger. Double Explorer. Gotta love that. Merfolk Skydiver. Maybe this deserves a second slot somewhere. But flying when it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. And we have the option to pay 5 and proliferate. Maybe it's worth taking out a Commander Speaker for this thing. Not sure. We got Nisa. So the idea of Nisa is to, it's just like in the Black-Green Hardened Scales deck. You -2, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Hopefully that, makes our team enormous. And we also have the option to Collected Company. Oh, that is what is going to put this deck over the top. Collected Company for the cards that we need. Hopefully put a huge board stat on the battlefield. Maybe get Jade Light Ranger, get some good value there. That's basically the main deck. So we got Tidebinder Mage in the sideboard for those stupid mono green devotion decks. Also mono red is pretty good. And Aether Gust might turn out to be pretty good against either of those decks. It's like card advantage. I mean, even if you Aether Gust put something on top of their library, I think it's very good. They don't draw a card for the turn, and you basically, it's like instead of bouncing it back into someone's hand, you're essentially saying, okay, I'm bouncing it into your hand, and you don't get to draw a card for the turn. So it's card parity. It's not like just normally bouncing it. I've decided to put Oko in this deck because why not? We're playing blue. We're playing green. Probably Oko is going to be good. And also, if we Oko one of our own creatures with counters on it, then it's just going to be enormous. It's going to be a 3/3 plus all the counters that are already on the creature. And I wasn't sure what to have for a counter spell, so I want to try Mystical Dispute. I assume that we're going to tap out pretty often with this deck, so I wanted like a counterspell at 1 mana. Mono Blue Devotion is still out there. Some control decks are out there, so let's play Mystical Dispute. Basically, for 1 blue, we'll counter things, or it's effectively a mana leak. And we can still side this in against Burn. It's still possible, even though it's going to cost 3 mana. And it's got a Merfolk in the picture, so... Or a Siren. I mean, they're basically Merfolk. So with that, let's get into our league. We lost the die roll, but whatever, we're going to keep this. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. Spirits! We're probably up against spirits. I foresee spirits. Spirits! Command Speaker. These Merfolk Skydivers are going to be good, because what we can do is just block everything that spirits plays. Field of Ruin. Okay, so maybe we're up against control. Mana Leak is in this format. Well, they know we're going to play something later. Anyway, I'm going to try to play Branchwalker now. Maybe I'm wrong on the spirits thing. Clash of Wills. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. Sure. That's lame. Now I wish I played the Skydiver, because the Branchwalkers are technically value. Are you going to play another Clash of Wills? Okay, let's do this time. Oops. One of these needs to be for blue. So I want to play Lumbering Falls this turn. Oh, sweet. Put on the Skydiver. So Lumbering Falls is good in this matchup. Lumbering Falls is going to be good in this matchup because of the Supreme Verdict. They verdict? Okay, that's fine. We got Lumbering Falls.
What does it do?
Supreme Verdict?
No, Lumbering Falls. How does that interact?
It's a manland. So it's like Mutavault. Think of it that way. But as hexproof. 4 mana, turn this thing into something useful. So I'm hoping our opponent does not have Spell Queller in their deck. Because I'm going to be attacking with these 2/2 creatures. And they can just block it. Soon enough we're going to get this Lumbering Falls online. This is pretty good anti-control card. Becomes a 3/3 green and blue elemental creature with hexproof. Master of Waves would be proud. Fabled Passage. Oh, they got Field of Ruin here. Okay, that was silly. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I still need to get this in play eventually. What is this going to be? Flying, discard 2 cards, return Fave Wishes to its owner's hand. Sure. Oh. They're on an adventure. You may choose a non-creature card you own from outside the game. Reveal it and put it into your hand. So they're getting Entrancing Melody. It's a steal! One of our Merfolk. Does that mean you don't have Verdict?
Swim with everything.
It might mean they don't have Verdict. Anyway, I'm going to hold the Merfolk Mistbinder in hand. I guess we're going to keep that on top. It's still a threat. Threat's a threat. Oh, I can't. Did I play a land? I did. Okay, let's justify doing this then. And I guess I'm just going to put a counter on this. I'm just gonna hope our opponent doesn't have Supreme Verdict. Or maybe they do. Maybe they already have that in hand. Hence why they got the Entrancing Melody, because otherwise they would have got the Supreme Verdict. Right? What's going on here? So you can't no, you can Verdict. Got Verdict mana. I don't know what's going on. But I am scared.
There's nothing to fear but Supreme Verdict.
There's nothing to fear but Supreme Verdict itself. Okay, they're gonna steal something. That's okay. So now we can play Merfolk Mistbinder, attack for 3 in the air.
Damn.
Love to attack with this Lumbering Falls. Love to proliferate too. So attack for 6. I'm limiting my liability to a Verdict. So if they play Entrancing Melody on Mistbinder again, then I can like play destroy creatures. You gain 1 life for each creature destroyed this way. That sucks.
Word wipe. He has mana for it.
Do I attack with this? I guess. Alright, let's make use of this card. Tell my opponent Field of Ruins it. And ruins my day. Fumigate. Cast out. No good. You've got Field of Ruins, so who cares? So what's this do? Create a 1/1 white human. So blockers. Create an ally.
That's hot.
That is pretty hot.
It's on fire.
Can you fumigate again? What can this do? Discard 2 cards, get it back. Just in case they have Spell Pierce. Okay.
Damn. It's coming together.
Guess put this on top. Keep it on top. I think my only course of action right now is like empty my hand.
I hope he doesn't got.
And just try to overpower my opponent. Yeah, hopefully no more fumigates. Oh, you know what sucks? My opponent can Field of Ruin the Lumbering Falls, get rid of our Merfolk Mistbinder on top of our deck. Well, not if they pass the turn. And at 4 mana, I can, like, activate Lumbering Falls.
If you want to block, it's not going to be very good.
No, it's not. I'm going to attack my opponent. Just going to everything go after them. I could be walking into, what's it called?
Brick wall.
Can't remember what it's called. The thing that exiles all my attacking creatures, but there's just not much I can do about this.
All is dust?
No. It's not even in the format. Sphinx's Revelation for 3. Sure. Yeah, what is that card? So I guess I now understand why they didn't... Well, I guess they can't Field of Ruin because they can always activate the Lumbering Falls. Settle the Wreckage is the card I'm thinking about. If they Field of Ruin this, sure. More nothingness. Another Sphinx. Destroy all creatures and planeswalkers. If it's your turn, scry 2. Ugh, this is terrible. Well then, I get to keep. I don't even get to keep the hinterland. I don't even get to keep my what's it called?
Desperation move.
Well, I'm just dead now.
No.
Now we're like super far behind. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I don't want to take forever to find out what this deck is all about. But if all their cards are like if all their sweepers are 6 mana and stuff, we should be in really good shape. So we're gonna bring in Mystical Dispute. We're gonna bring in Oko. I'm gonna get rid of Nisa. I don't know if I want to get rid of Hardened Scales, because it makes everything incredibly powerful. I have to get rid of 3 cards. Command Speaker is probably the worst card out of all these. We'll submit the 23 cards in my deck with Collected Company. That's fine.
Yeah, 500 cards.
All things considered, I'm fine. I'm okay for this matchup. We're gonna have better grind post board, or I'm gonna have more control over my fate because of the Mystical Dispute, and I get to go first. Okay, keep.
Hardened Scale stacks.
It does. It does, actually. So this Benthic Biomancer can become a 4/4 creature out of nowhere.
What are those crazy lands he's playing with?
It's not that crazy. Lumbering Falls. I'm playing. Look at all the crazy lands I'm playing with.
No. Make him a 4/4.
Maybe. Let's see what my opponent does, if they do anything at all. Okay, I'm gonna make it a 4/4, probably at the end of their turn. Okay, so we'll cycle. Look at that 4/4 creature. That's crazy. I didn't want to play Oko this turn into what is probably some obvious counter magic. Oh, that sucks.
You can elk it.
At least we got our opponent to... no, I can't elk it. I can only elk creatures.
Creatures and artifacts, I suppose.
Yeah. That's okay. At least they tapped out. We can get Oko in play. It's not bad. Oops, undo. I need some blue mana. But still, that that was card advantage for them. Card advantage is card advantage. Probably cast out my Oko. Yeah, is it worthwhile holding? I don't think it's worthwhile holding back one of them. Gideon of the Trials. What are you even going to do? To the next turn, prevent all damage that target permanent would deal. Sure. Pretty sure I can kill you with the Lumbering Falls, though. We got the backup Oko.
Sorry, Gideon. See you next format.
Yeah, basically. So Borrower cannot block anything on the battlefield as is. Just attack. So this is where I'm just going to try to grind out my opponent. We don't need to commit a whole lot of... We don't need to commit any creatures to the battlefield right now. Or for a very long time. Or I guess I could have attacked with this Lumbering Falls. Like, why not? Borrower's going to look pretty pathetic here. Sure. Can I steal that? 3 or less. Yeah, I can steal the Borrower, give them this food. And I'll still have a Oko on the battlefield. So that's probably what we're going to do. So let's get rid of this Botanical Sanctum, get some grind going. No, it's not good here. We're not exile target creature with power 2 or less. We still get our value. Get rid of this Botanical Sanctum. We lose this. That's okay. Lumbering Falls. Sure.
You turn that food token into a...
Should I? Because I can steal the Borrower.
This is 9 damage. Right
9
now.
damage is not bad.
2 turn clock. What's he gonna do?
And they still attack for 3.
You're at 20.
And if they Wrath, they still get rid of their Borrower? Sure. They can't block anything either.
Poof.
Cast Out sucks here too.
3, 2, 1.
They're a bit choked on mana. They're super choked on mana. Even if they play like, what's it called? Teferi. Untap 2 lands. Not that impressive. This is how I wrote it up. This is how I wanted to win these games. Would you like to Wrath the board? It is not worth very much. I'm sure that's what my opponent is thinking. They get to gain some life. Well, that's going to be worth some turns. Gideon, ally of Zendikar. Ally of Zendikar. 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 I guess I just attack with everything. See what happens. Can my opponent do anything? Probably. But let's see. Maybe they will do nothing.
Fuck. Path?
Cyclonic Rift, sure.
So
Well,
tell me you're
that's a bit concerning.
You're going to 1.
That is a bit concerning.
Token gone. 1 to 1.
If I play Benthic Biomancer, they Wrath the board, gain 4 life. I still win? No, because then this Gideon comes out. But then I can exchange. Steal their token, attack for... No, then I lose the Benthic Biomancer anyway.
I think you got it. He's at 1.
No, I don't. They still have that instant speed Wrath everything card.
You got plenty of Wii's or what's it?
No, I wish I took this thing.
Like, what's the infinite mana combo here?
There's no infinite mana combo, but they have a 6 mana instant speed Wrath of God.
It's fine. It's only got one of them.
Is it attacking creatures or all creatures? I don't remember how that card worked.
One of them was attacking creatures.
This Gideon probably it's a 5/5 creature can kill Mayoko. All right, let's put a Biomancer on the battlefield then. Okay, so that's a sign they do not have a Wrath, because they wouldn't make an ally and then blow up the board. Elspeth. Marginally annoying. Okay, how do I get through this? Steel Brazen Borrower, basically.
Pretty good.
No, it's bad. Okay, I don't know how to get through an Elspeth. What in my deck can get through this? I don't have Thassa. How did I fudge this up? And this Elspeth is going to create infinite... Damn it, where's my Mystical Dispute? I need a counterspell here, and I need it now. Where is my Mystical Dispute? How do I get through this Elspeth from here on out? I don't know. I need unblockable creatures, or a lot of them. Okay, let's draw an extra card. Let's see if anything I draw changes my opinion. Does not really.
+1/+1.
Only to Merfolk. Okay, here's the problem. I mean, Elspeth is going to ultimate eventually. That's one problem. There are other problems. Okay, let's just empty our hand and hope for the best. Board gets Wrath, then board gets Wrath. Put it on top, but then I'll put this in the graveyard. I don't really want to deep delete it right now. Let's tick up on Oko, deal with this Brazen Borrower for a moment. So it doesn't fly anymore. I don't know what to do. I think we're just going to lose.
Is that a plus ability of 3 soldiers?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, Elspeth costs 6 mana, so it's worth it. Do I have any way of beating a board stall in this deck? Usually I throw in Thassa for that. There is that Merfolk, but it wouldn't be I wouldn't expect it to be good in a control matchup. There's this 4 mana Merfolk. Each creature you have with a counter on it gets unblockable. I would have sided it out. What I'm supposed to have here is one of my counter spells, or maybe I just need to have like 2 more counter spells on the sideboard. The Mystical Disputes plus, I don't know, Negate or something like that. Because this was an easy victory. I just need to have like a counter spell to counter just one important thing, and boom, the game's over.
Should have just traded Benny for a lord. Oh, an Island Walk lord.
There are no islands. This is Pioneer.
Huh. No Lord of Atlantis here.
No Lord of Atlantis here.
I had no idea.
That's why some Merfolk players, they don't want to get into Pioneer. There's no Lord of Atlantis. What's the point? I won't search for his Canto. That can't be good.
I haven't seen that card in forever.
Yeah. Oh, my opponent's at 1, so... Make my opponent block with basically everything. I cannot attack with Mistbinder though, because then the borrower just gets eaten. Ugh. You can make things easier, Magic the Gathering Online.
Good.
They're just making so many tokens. So many tokens. And at any moment, our opponent can like just Cyclonic Rift our board back to our hand. Let me pass. So they make another 4 tokens. It's all about trying to get through these. But at least if the tokens are off the battlefield, then we're not going to die to this ultimate of 7 of your creatures get +2/+2 and have flying. It's an emblem though, right? That's not good. You have Mutavault in this deck too? Jeez, this is just like a land deck.
Could Brazen Borrower bounce an emblem?
No.
That's bullshit.
Emblems cannot be dealt with at the moment. Not that I know of. Does anyone know how like an emblem... Can you remove an emblem right now in Magic? Is that possible?
Well, if you're playing on paper, you just say, fuck this shit.
That's one way.
And then they call a judge and you get disqualified.
I don't know exactly what would happen at that point. Like they would ask you, hey, what's going on? Then if you're really disingenuous, maybe, yeah.
You give them the fucking finger and say, fuck this shit. I'm sick of this game.
What is this? Why is it with the creatures? Oh, it's like... Okay, forget it. I thought it turned into a creature. Gideon's turning into a creature.
Gideon's getting in there.
So what, am I losing my Oko? Probably losing the Oko.
Could have swung at your face.
Oh, they could have done a lot of things. Okay, let's just attack my opponent. Everything goes at them every turn. Gotta get rid of these tokens. Every turn, gotta get rid of these tokens. Can I empty my hand? I can! Awesome. And I can have 6 creatures by next turn.
What does the emblem do?
All creatures get +2/+2 and flying.
That's bullshit. But at least it doesn't make any more bullshit.
Yeah, not enough interaction. That's too bad. Oko was awesome. Oko was so awesome in this game. I mean, Oko was great. Oko, you did fine. We just didn't have the backup. Like, if I cannot interact with these spells, that's not good. And we do have blue, so there's no excuse. We could definitely have some negates in this deck. Negates in addition to the mystical disputes. Well, I mean, mystical dispute, I don't know if it's... No, it would be fine. Because we are so aggro, we're going to force our opponent to tap out. That mystical dispute will always be live. And casting it for 3 mana, that's not bad. It's not a big deal.
Or
at least they're on blocking duty. It's a sign of weakness! This is 5 damage.
Turn that food into another 3/3.
Do I just squeeze in there? Oh, hold on. Okay, I don't want to give you the food. That'll give me life. Do I just... Well, I mean, they can still, like, activate Search for Azcanta, but... Okay, let's see what happens. They're going to spin the wheel. They didn't attack. Is there anything that gains them life on the battlefield? Oh, this thing makes a token. Okay, we're pretty committed here. Oh, this is a big Sphinx's revelation. Again, I wish I had that mystical dispute right now. They would lose. They would just lose right there. That was so greedy. That was ridiculously greedy on their part.
Going down to 3.
Yeah, but they got 9 cards in hand.
Yeah, but they lose their board.
They got a bunch of planeswalkers. And they keep one of these things. Because they can make 4 tokens a turn between Elspeth and Gideon. Hey, what's going on? Oh, Gideon has his own emblem. It's like, Elspeth's at like 8 and 9 and everything's getting bigger for some reason. I still don't know what's in our deck that could help us. We just can't beat up a clogged board. Can't beat that either.
Not even Drano could unclog this board.
Drano, help us! Is this the first round?
No, this is number 2.
What did we play against in round 1?
This.
This is not. This is,
Oh,
this is
game.
game
This
2.
is-
This
yeah.
is game 2.
Round, game, match, whatever.
Okay, we're dead. That's too bad. So, like, the deck definitely had potential. I just needed a little bit of interaction. Our opponent tapped out, tapped out, tapped out, tapped out, tapped out. One counterspell, the game is over. We didn't have that counterspell. Yeah, we definitely needed that counterspell. So I think probably if Blue-Eye Control is not on my radar, I know people are trying it right now. Maybe it's going to become big. I don't know. It's got to become big at some point. I mean, they've got a lot of tools, but not something that's on my radar. But definitely, it would be easy, I think, to adjust the sideboard for it, just to add more counterspells. Anyway, that was round 1. Let's move on to round 2. We won the die roll, and our hand is bullshit. We have nothing here. Mulligan. It is acceptable. I will keep this. We'll dump 1 Deep Root Elite. Done. This will be fine. Our opponent went to 5. All is forgiven, magic gods. Go Lumbering Falls, Deep Root Elite. Next turn, play Merfolk Mistbinder. Probably put the counter on Deep Root Elite and attack for like a lot. Once upon a time.
This game made sense.
Yeah.
The end.
Someone was a giant chunk of the Magic community have recognized like Eldrazi Displacer. What the hell? Oh, I get it. Have recognized that like this is just a blue card. I mean, this is what blue used to do, and now green has access to blue cards. Not very fair. IMO. So they're gonna put something big into play this turn. Goose. Well, they're waiting to get their Thought Not Seer in play, I guess. Selfless Spirit. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in this game anymore.
It's Pioneer.
Ugh, why can't I cast things properly? Why can't Magic the Gathering Online just know what I want to do? Is that so hard to ask? Okay, so I can now attack. Hooray! Attack for 3, not bad. Lumbering Falls pass. And next turn, if we draw land, which would be ideal, I would love to play like Commander Speaker into Nisa. Prime Speaker... Vanara?
Vanifar.
Vanifar?
Isn't there a combo with that?
Yes. And it's probably gonna hit us, like right now. Well...
You're the healthy 20. You can take it.
So we're going to force our opponent to at least sacrifice their Selfless Spirit, and maybe we ruin the chain. Oh, are we going to get a trigger out of this Deep Root Elite? That'd be nice. Oh, sweet, we do. Let's put 2 counters here. Put 1 counter on Benthic Biomancer. So we're going to maybe loot away something here. Goodbye, Hinterland Harbor. Alright, hopefully we don't die. Hopefully our opponent just has a good value turn. But we don't die. Okay, corridor. Anyway, I can't do anything. No effects. Renegade Rallier. Get the corridor back. Voice of Resurgence. Oh god. So does this combo exist in this format? Do we have to ban this card? Okay, we did not die. But now we are probably going to be up against value every single turn. So are we just... Do they have flyers? They have an Eldrazi Displacer. Can displace my Skydiver every turn. Our creatures are pretty big, though. Stop it! Stop it, stop it, stop it. Here, we'll put something on the Benthic Biomancer as well. I guess we can dump this.
Swing with everything.
Actually, hold on. So, this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures you control. Can I swing with everything? Maybe. How much bigger do I have to make everything? You know, I think I screwed up with this Merfolk Skydiver. I should actually plant all the counters on all my creatures and then make a big attack. That's probably worth it. I can still do that next turn. Well, anyway. But it won't be as effective. I don't know, I just want to keep putting things on this Benthic Biomancer.
Scry. Ooh.
Ugh. I want to keep the Nisa, though. Ugh. So now let's say I play Benthic Biomancer. Make Merfolk Mistbinder and something else incredibly big. No, I'm just going to dump this thing. Okay, pass. Oh no, I can attack. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to pass. Maybe attacking with everything is the correct move. I have no idea.
Swing with
I have
everything.
no idea. This Prime Speaker banana can, like, maybe redo everything that they just did.
Prime Speaker banana.
Is there a combo kill? Like, it got a really good value turn. But can it kill me? That's what's important. So what is this? Activated abilities of creatures you control cost 2 less to activate. The effect can't reduce the amount of mana. Next time target creature adapts this turn, it adapts as though it had no +1/+1 counters on it. So you can basically activate Eldrazi Displacer for 1 mana. Get a lot of value out of this thing. Eyeless Watcher. Enters the battlefield, create 2 sound tokens. Sacrifice, okay. Does this have a combo? So they can keep sacrificing for mana. This looks like they have a this looks like a combo. Yeah, that's okay. I'll just yield through this turn. Because they can now sacrifice. They can blink their corridor to always untap the.
This elemental's getting huge.
Vanifar. Oh yeah. Well, now it's shrinking. Can they like go through their entire deck? They have infinite blockers, that's for sure. So I really need the Skydiver, which also doesn't matter because our opponent has like a million displacers. Displacer activations. So they can make basically infinite creatures, is what I'm gathering here.
Well, let him make as many as he wants and let him run his clock out.
And they can tap our team down. I guess that's enough. That's fine. Oh, this is interesting. Oh yeah, okay, so they can tap our team down and attack and kill us with this gigantic elemental. Oh, that's fine.
Huge elemental.
Am I scared? No. Should I be? Maybe. So we have Tidebinder Mage. We also have Ether Gust. That's going to be incredible. So they're going to activate the Vanifar. We target it, put it on the top of their library, whatever, and then they're going to shuffle away their Vanifar. And then they're going to be dead. Do I need Oko? Probably not. Mystical Dispute.
Prime Speaker Banana.
I don't know if they have enough blue cards that I want to use this. Nisa's probably not so necessary. What else do I not need? Deep Root Elite looks great. Maybe just Kumana Speaker. I don't know. Let's try that. Mystical Dispute can counter exactly just the Vanifar card. This hand looks fine. Yeah, we'll keep this.
Move history stick.
My brother loves the move history. Text adventure game extraordinaire. So we can tap down their elf, their mana dork, whatever the hell they want to do.
You should have a text-to-speech thing running for one game.
Once upon a time, played.
Korosu cast once upon a time using alternate cost.
It would be terrible. So here's the value of like Tidebinder Mage. I mean, back in the day, Tidebinder Mage would just win the game on the spot in some situations like this, where your opponent was really desperately dependent on their creatures. Now, I don't know how good Tidebinder Mage is going to be because they got this corridor which untaps stuff. I mean, that can't be good. We'll play Mistbinder to Hardened Scales. Next turn, maybe we'll do something even cooler. Yeah. See, I told you! I told you! Back in the day, Tidebinder Mage was a house.
You have 96 Tidebinder Mages.
Yeah, 96. I'm gonna make Tidebinder Mage great again. I like everything that happened in that game. We're gonna submit this again. It was great. The thing is, these days, there's like, at least in Modern, there's so much removal that Tidebinder Mage has lost a lot of value. And also, there's just not enough pure red or green creature decks to get a lot of value out of Tidebinder Mage anymore. Also, one of the better matchups for Tidebinder Mage was Birthing Pod. And then when it turned into the Devoted Druid deck, like, they can just make so much mana. Or they just untap their Devoted Druid, and Tidebinder Mage has doesn't do anything. We'll keep this, but I'm not thrilled about the hand. It's not particularly fast. Also, it's not particularly interactive either, and it might be slow. We got the Tidebinder Mage again. Can we get it in play on time? I mean, this card might beat us by itself.
You should be playing with Biomancer's Familiar. It might be more familiar in a Merfolk deck.
Maybe. Corridor. So you can untap your Gilded Goose. Get the goose back. Okay, what am I hoping for? Lands. Hoping for land. I'm also hoping my opponent doesn't have anything to do. Bottom. Pass. Okay. Oh, Tidebinder Mage could tap this thing down too. I didn't even think about that. Alright, come on, Tidebinder Mage, because it looks like we're going to lose. Ugh. Okay, what can we do here? Nothing. This hand is incredibly choking on all resources. Alright, well, I don't know what else to do except to attack now.
Attack now or forever?
Attack 3. Doesn't help. Attack for 4, I guess.
Prime Speaker Banana.
Prime Speaker Banana. Banana Far. This feels like the classic sort of Merfolk game. You can't interact with combo once it's in a creature combo once it's in play. No, is it over now? I think it's over.
Round 3. There is a round 3.
Yeah, but I wanted more things from round 2.
Well, it's not happening.
Yeah, we can concede. All right, well, whatever. Lose to combo. I have nothing to say. The only game we won was when we basically cheesed them on mana, which is exactly Tidebinder Mage's job. What could be better this game?
Oh, I thought there was another round.
No, well, there's another round, but there's not another game. We lost game 1 here.
Round, game, whatever.
Okay, whatever. I have no analysis for this. That was round 2. Let's move on to round 3. We won the die roll. Guess we're just gonna... This hand is not particularly impressive, but we'll keep it. It's not exciting, but whatever. We have the play. Oops. Okay. We didn't click through our turn. What the hell is this? Renegade map. Enters the battlefield. Tap. Sacrifice it. Search your library for a basic land card. Reveal it. Put it into your hand. Then shuffle your library. It's like a crappy expedition map.
Yeah.
Alright, Merfolk Branchwalker. Do... Sure. I have no idea what we're up against, but maybe we can play 2 things next turn. Or maybe play Jade Light Ranger, I don't know.
That's right, you're not paying life.
Springleaf Drum. Stupid artifact decks. In Pioneer too. just going to put a bunch of creatures on the battlefield. Then probably play like Merfolk Mistbinder into Voice of Nisa. This looks like it puts a gigantic clock on the battlefield. I mean, if I play Jade Light Ranger, I mean, it's fine value, but it doesn't put a lot of creatures on the battlefield. I'm concerned what the hell my opponent is trying to work themselves up to. Oko? Sai? Okay. Okay. Blockers.
Put a big hurt on him.
I could. I'll play the Jade Light Ranger this turn. If I can get a land. I mean, let's say I get 2 lands. I can play a land. Then next turn play Merfolk Mistbinder and Voice of Nisa. Holy cow.
What's he so confident about?
Yeah, what are you so confident about? I drew one thing. I guess we'll put this on top, because I can at least play something. I can play that Benthic Biomancer. But what are you working towards?
Well, winning.
Sure. How? This is like Urza minus Urza. Planes. You control deck of some sort? Mox Amber. I guess the deck plays Emery. Karn. Okay. That's meaningless in this format. There's no Ensnaring Bridge. No Engineered Explosives either.
Is there lattice?
Nope. Glass Casket. The hell's that? When it enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls with confirmed mana cost 3 or less until Glass Casket leaves the battlefield. Why do I not know about that? Oh, it's a new card. It's an artifact too.
Snaring Bridge was buried in a glass casket.
Yes. Was it convert a mana cost? Yeah, convert mana. They can take anything. So we'll take this. So how many glass caskets do you have? Well, whatever. Who cares? Oops. Okay. Biomancer. Nisa. They have mana up because they can always tap a Thopter for the Springleaf Drum. What are you gonna do? What does this deck do? How do you win? What's the point of this? Just gonna keep getting glass caskets? -2. Ooh, you know what? That looks delish. I think I'll dump the other Nisa.
Yeah, you only block. And they're all gonna die.
They don't have to block everything, though. I think I'll attack Karn. So this forces them to block with everything. Or not block at all, I guess. I don't know how important Karn is here.
You can be buried in a glass casket.
Yeah, you see that glass casket? It's gonna be you. What is in there? This looks like some cute animal.
Looks like a little fox or something.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Rosewater.
Beautiful image. Fate will decide whether it's a bed or a tomb. Okay.
Sometimes that'll be the case for Salute in the litter box.
Yeah. Oh, Salute. Is Salute here?
Nah,
No, Salute is not here.
he left like a minute before he started recording.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
So he was around?
Oh yeah.
Salute is great, except that he's very, very dirty. Like, he pees on his feet every so often. It's pretty gross.
He's an old man.
Okay, now what do you get? This is the worst value out of Karn I've ever seen.
Actually, no. That one time that they were playing with the one card that stops all artifacts from being used, and then he goes for Lattice, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
and he Karns for Lattice and bungles up his whole board state. That was the worst.
Our opponent was like, hey, Karn is pretty good in Modern. Why isn't anyone playing it in Pioneer? Well, maybe it's because you can't find shit in Pioneer. You find things like Glass Casket, apparently. This is not exactly game ending. This looks scary. What is this? Wish. Claw Talisman enters the battlefield with 3 wish counters. Remove a wish counter, search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library, and opponent gains control of Wish Claw Talisman. That's interesting. But maybe they're gonna find, like, I don't know, Supreme Verdict or something?
Supreme Victory.
They easily can cast Supreme Verdict in this deck.
That's right, you can bounce back with the Coco.
Okay, what do you... Oh yeah, I mean, if they Verdict here, I have no problem. So we're gonna get the Wish Claw Talisman. Not that we need it. I think we're good with what we have on the board. Oh, so we don't even know what the card is. They can get anything. They can get a land. Oh, I wish
I hadn't killed that fish.
you just resign.
He still thinks there's an out.
Paradoxical outcome. So you can replay the Amber. Okay. So they're going to draw a lot of cards, and they're also going to play a lot of... They're going to get a lot of tokens on the battlefield. Is it going to be enough? So you can tap Amber, put Springleaf Drum on the battlefield, get another Thopter. And they drew a lot of cards. We have nothing to tap anything down. Just realize there's no Merfolk Trickster in this deck. Not that we need it. We're supposed to just power through all this garbage. That's the ticket.
Elves does it all the time.
Yeah.
They're a green deck.
So I'm thinking in my head, like, if I get one creature to attack through, is that enough to win? Trying to think a combination of things that might help us win. I guess if I were to Collected Company even to Deep-Rooted Elite, it wouldn't be enough. Or 2 Merfolk Mistbinders. Well, I am concerned about what's going to happen next turn. Return any number of target non-land, because I don't know how our opponent combos off, but certainly this is okay. Now they can just protect themselves. Well, I'll tell you this much: I will attack with everything, and then whatever side blocks, we're gonna try to pump up the creature either with Merfolk Mistbinder or a Deep Root Elite. Not bad. Maybe we'll be lucky. They won't block everything. So I guess the super safe route is use the 3 Thopters. Just block Jade Light Ranger, Commander Speaker, Merfolk Branchwalker. Oh ho ho ho! I mean, they might have another Sai in hand, so who knows? Well, I'm gonna whoa! You could die easily here. All right, spin the wheel. Come on, 2 lords or deep root elite on a lord, or two deep root elites.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Yeah, stop doing things. Don't mystical dispute. You shouldn't have the mana for it. Metallic rebuke. Okay, that's something. Nope, I cannot counter that. Let us create a plant token.
Still at a healthy 20.
Yeah, but my opponent's at a healthy 7 cards. And they're about to make 1,000,000 Thopters. Damn, this deck is just not getting through damage. That's a problem. Maybe it just genuinely needs that card. Creatures with +1/+1 counters cannot be blocked.
Let's get this.
Or Tempest Caller.
Let's just put this in the game somehow. Let's get him in there.
Let's get Jace the Mind Sculptor. Just wanted to help us. Jace wouldn't do shit here. This is not a Jace world.
Just tell him in the chat, hurry the fuck up. That's what I would do.
This is game 1. So here's the benefit to Pioneer. It's the games go longer, and this is why. Everything's powerless. Ooh, Heart of Kieran has arrived. Emery has arrived. Mox Amber's in the grave. Oh, there's Oko Thief of Crowns in this deck. Ornithopter, sure.
Ornithopters are free.
I'm sure this Heart of Kieran at some point is going to enter the battlefield. This Karn is just like some weird value card. This is just a very similar fate like in the Blue-White Control game. I can't get damage through. I literally cannot beat a bunch of flying creatures. Do you have another Metallic Rebuke?
We'll find out.
Yeah. Attack with that plant token too. You get in there. They're starting to run out of cards. So one deal is, I mean, even if we kill this Heart of Kieran, there's still the issue of, like, Emery putting it back on the battlefield. I guess that's the least of our worries, though.
Another one?
Another one. Ooh, Merfolk Skydiver. Yeah, let's get rid of this Heart of Kieran. Let's trade. Let's trade these. Maybe we will use this thing. How much does it cost to activate? Just 1? We could look for another collected company. We could do that at end of turn. Opponent has sacrificed their Karn the Great Creator. Paradox Engine. That sounds terrible. the game has lasted long enough that I guess it's going to be good. Whenever you cast a spell, untap all non-land permanents you control. So do you have infinite mana? So you tap 2. So you have infinite mana right now. No, you don't. You have to cast a spell. Okay, maybe you don't have infinite mana because you would have floated mana. Why are you floating the mana now? Paradox Engine resolved. Or are you just getting ready for the next spell you've cast? Oh, I see. Okay, so you generally do have, like, infinite mana here. Sure. Yield through this turn. How do you beat me? Infinite mana does something. Or maybe you just create infinite Thopters. Because, like, what can I do? Another game. We're so close, yet so far. And it looked really promising. I could resign here. I'm not. I'm gonna just let our opponent, like, kill themselves. So, I don't know if the correct route with this deck is... I'm probably adding blue is good, because you get access to counter spells and stuff like that. Because I'm obsessed with mono green Merfolk. I remember when I was playing in Modern, mono green Merfolk, I really desperately wanted to make it work, but the best I could do was, like, average going, I don't know, 40% in leagues. It was embarrassing. It was terrible. I really struggled to get, like, a 3-2.
Oh, Island Walkers.
Unfortunately, I just could not win with it. No, I'm talking about Modern.
Even then.
So, like, in Modern, I love the deck. Oh yeah, they can, because they have infinite mana, they can draw, like, infinite cards with Psy as well. But, like, you better do it within a timely manner, or you're just gonna lose on time. So yeah, so mono green Merfolk is has like a little thing to my heart, like, or basically Hardened scales Merfolk, and I would love to see it work here. You do get access to Benthic Biomancer, which is nice. Now, this list was heavily influenced by Michael Jacks. Now playing it, I now know we need some card to push through damage. Like, just either we play that Merfolk that says all creatures with counters on it are unblockable, or we need to play with Tempest Caller. Because this is stupid. We are very close to winning all these games, and then we don't. And that's a no-no. So I think we can remove Nisa. I don't think Nisa's great. I don't really love Nisa here. Is there anything similar that's unblockable? There are quite a few unblockable Merfolk in this set. And maybe we should start trying them. They're not good against attrition-based decks. They'd be fine against this. There's a decent chunk of unblockable Merfolk. But they're, like, sort of poopy cards. I don't even know if they're that good at racing. Like, you know, the Triton Shore Stalker sort of Merfolk cards. Yes, do whatever you want. Have a nice turn. You better win the match. Well, they're setting themselves up to, like, just attack me for a clean 20 next turn.
Takes time, though.
Oh yeah, it's going to take a lot of time. What else can I do? I could, like, activate this on their turn. This Claw. So we can activate this Claw, get, like, Collected Company, cast Collected Company. I guess that's not going to work. How many cards are in their hand? They have, like, 13 cards in their hand. This is crazy. When the deck goes off, the deck goes off. Okay, so what's going on here? What is even happening? I don't even know what's happening anymore. I feel like Karn is getting extra activations, or is my opponent just drawing a bunch of cards off of their Sai? Because they can pay 2 blue mana, sacrifice 2 artifacts, draw a card. They have infinite mana, they have infinite artifacts, they can draw their deck. Oh, here comes the Ballista. 410.
It's a big ballista.
It's a big one. Okay, what else is in your deck? You showed me nothing.
I showed you my deck, now answer me.
Yeah. Pass. So we can use this Wish Claw thing. Well, I guess Collected Company is just not going to work.
Yeah. What are you hoping for?
Oh, I can't even activate it because of Karn. It's an artifact. Okay, we can concede.
Good job.
So, if it took them, like, basically 16 minutes in order to win that game, I feel pretty confident about this match. So what do we want to do? Okay, so this looks like a good matchup for Mystical Dispute. And I don't think it's going to be a good matchup for Oko. It might. Maybe it is. My opponent says, smart not conceding there might be able to time me out for those sweet, sweet play points. Yes, that's right. The sweet, sweet play points. Actually, I don't think Nisa's very good. Rather play with Oko. Not conceding has other advantages. If you've never played against your opponent's deck before, you can learn about more cards that are in their deck that you don't know about. For example, we learned that our opponent has Walking Ballista. We learned our opponent is playing with more than one of those caskets. Or glass casket, I think it's called. But, like, if you have the time to spare, learn about your opponent's deck. You never know if it's going to be important in Game 2. Or Game 3. Especially online, especially if you're up on time, yeah, let your opponent play it out. Yeah, we can keep this. Our opponent mulligan to 5. Hand looks decent from the beginning. We have Hardened Scales. We might actually see what this deck does. Then we can go turn 2, Deep Root Elite, turn 3, Branch Walker with Dispute backup. Ooh, Gilded Goose. I don't like the look of that.
I heard he was giving you shit. Smart enough, yeah.
There's like so many good things my opponent can do next turn.
Resign. Concede. Give up.
You know what? I'm actually going to pass. We're going to hold up Dispute. I should have played the Lumbering Falls then. That's okay. We can play it next turn. Or I guess I can play Deep Root Elite next turn. For the low, low cost of 2 life. Just gonna put everything on the Skydiver. Actually, that's not true. Let's put something on the Deep Root Elite. Make the Oh, we got Hardened Scales. Oh, beautiful. Totally forgot about that. Wow, this is the first. I guess this is basically the first game. Whoops, I forgot to attack. Yeah. That's stupid. So I'm already a dummy. I'm being on defense. I'm being on defense.
It's been a long day.
No, it has not. Well, maybe.
It's been for me. I've been up for 12 hours.
We're recording a lot later than usual. Oko. That is definitely something to...
Yes.
Yeah. Dispute.
You have a massive turn here.
I will have a massive turn.
So this is how simple the combo is. Just couldn't get it off.
Should probably spread the love a little bit. Yeah, we can put this on top.
Nah, no need.
One decides, no, we're not even going to block anything.
He's got the food tokens.
Okay, Sai is here. Alright, this is how things got out of our control last time. Will this be the case this time? Oh god, do you have Metallic Rebuke again?
You gotta go for it.
Whatever takes more time off their clock. They're basically lost. I have no idea how they're going to win this match with the way they play this deck. No, not like how they personally play the deck. I'm more
Just
talking like just how the deck works.
No, he's a slow motherfucker. I'm kidding. I don't even know.
Oh, that sucked. Whatever. I think that's enough to win. Is it? This is worth 2-5. No, it's not enough to win.
Close.
Whatever. I needed one more creature. I needed to top deck one more creature. Why couldn't I get one more creature? Paradoxical outcome? Sure. Our opponent could stabilize. These stupid Thopters. I can't do anything, so you're going to yield to the turn. Ornithopter's worth 2 creatures, yep. Glass Casket. That stupid card. I guess they'll take away 1 Deep Root Elite. Attack with everything again. They have to block everything. They just have to. Oh, yeah, hopefully this kills them. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. 2 crappy Okos. Oh, that, whatever. Maybe I should have dumped Merfolk Mistbinder, because just having extra creatures is pretty important. Anyway, that's lucky. I have basically lethal. Or not. I mean, it's not lethal, but to get this Psy off the board basically means they're lost. Like, they can't, because they have to, like, spend all their mana to cast another Psy. But now they're going to spend their mana casting just spells. Now they can do all this garbage all over again. Putting up a lot of blockers.
Time's in the red.
Still don't have a lot of mana. Here comes Gilded Goose. Let's put some more stuff on the Benthic Biomancer. Okie dokie. I guess we'll put some stuff on the Branch Walker. Make it big enough that it can't die so easily. And attack.
Look at the size of that Skydiver.
Look at the size of that Skydiver.
Massive.
I'm slowly getting beaten here, though. At least I have a lot of creatures on the battlefield this time.
Says they're going to have to decide that he can get you within 4 minutes, whatever seconds, or not.
Anything's possible. It would be terrible to like lose the third round because I just can't push through like the last bit of damage. Oko's not very impressive here, unless they need the artifact. Or they Oko the Glass Casket for an extra blocker. Okay, they're sacrificing things. Okay, so that's a good sign. They're sacrificing cards because they're lost on the board. Oh, if this is another paradoxical outcome, this is a lot of trouble. Looks like they're targeting things. Yep.
I had all.
Okay, so I can just yield through my turn. It's okay. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, that's the third paradoxical outcome. But I mean, that's what it does. They chain into each other. They draw into each other. So here's the cool thing. If Oko, like, targets one of my creatures, it just gets bigger. Not that it matters, because our opponent just wants to block with them. Emery. The one thing I'm grateful for, there is no Urza in this format. There is no Urza. They have sufficient blockers. We have a decent chunk of attackers. Sure. Have an elk.
Dang.
Okay, so we're going to start off with Benthic Biomancer. Cycle this, see if we can draw a card. We drew one. It is useless. This just blocks this thing needlessly. Well, this has Proliferate, right? Oh, did I? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. But I could have got two Benthic Biomancer. Activations. Because I could proliferate everything. Everything's ginormous. That might come into play very soon.
Yeah, you gotta block all of it. You don't have a choice.
This is a lame way to win, but we are probably going to win on time.
for those sweet play points.
The sweet play points you need the sweet play points when you're a broke Merfolk master and when you're playing Troll Tuesday. You need those sweet play points. How quickly can our opponent combo off for victory? Again, I can't do anything. We'll just, whoops. Yield. These like Pioneer videos, they're gonna like go over 3 hours long. I don't know if the people can take it. They're certainly interactive. Return up to 3 target artifacts and or creatures to their opponent's hand. That's not good. Our board just got bounced. Alright, you have less than 1 minute to win the game. Can you do it? I can redeploy everything next turn. But I have nothing close to lethal.
I think you got it, he says.
My opponent says, I think you got it.
Good
Good
job.
job. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to pat myself on the back and everything.
Tight play.
My opponent says, it's a tight play.
He's conceded.
Yeah. They're being sarcastic. They think that they have won when, in fact, their opponent they do not have enough time to win the game.
That's the flip side of a combo deck.
You know what? Like, this is a real factor when you're playing a deck. There are some very, very good decks in competitive Magic that are just unplayable in paper and online. This one probably is playable on paper. Like Eggs was just barely playable at the time. I mean, maybe not. Like, it was just good. It was a very consistent turn 3 combo deck. But there's just some decks that just take for... Lantern Control is a very good example. There will be a lot of games where your opponent will just spite, play on against you, and even if you're both playing really fast, Lantern Control can't win in a reasonable amount of time. So you have to consider that when you're playing your deck. Anyway, our opponent was in the Super Losers bracket with us, and now we have put them into the Super, Super, Super Losers bracket. So anyway, that was round 3. Let's move on to round 4. Oh, we lost the die roll, but the hand's fine. We go turn 1, Commander Speaker, turn 2... I mean, we have like a decent, just Simic Merfolk hand. This is going to be burn. What's the deal with this?
What's the deal with...
Sacred Foundry, turn 1, but no red spell.
Is there Goblin Guide in Pioneer?
Nope. Hell no. Oh, let's see what we have to do. Grind through. Would like to get a threat at least by the next turn, 'cause otherwise we're sort of flooding out. Bone Crusher Giant. Threat? Nope. Well, that sucks. Pass the turn then? I can't tell. Maybe they won't attack because we're threatening Merfolk Trickster or something. They don't know what's in our deck, but we'll see what happens. Probably exchanging that for Merfolk Trickster is not bad in their eyes. I mean, they're way ahead on card advantage at the moment. What did they find? Swift Spear. So they are sort of like a red deck wins deck. This Stomp is like really annoying. This is very frustrating. Instant speed, just deal 2 damage to any target. Have a 4/3 creature at end of turn. Or afterwards.
It's what red decks were missing for years. Another annoying piece of shit.
I don't know, it feels bad losing to getting stomped. No one wants to get stomped. Sure. Guess our opponent might be like, we did not play anything on turn 3, so
There's no Goblin God, but there's a Swift Spear.
so poorly timed. That's correct. Boros Charm? Yeah. So it's like
Boros
burn.
Charm, but no Goblin Guide.
So I guess it's just burn that we had a like really slow start. Sacred Foundry pass. Sure. Did they play a land? They do have Searing Blaze, right? No, Searing Blaze was Zendikar. They've got, what's it called? Something else.
Amazing stuff.
Searing Blood. Jade Light Ranger, Merfolk Mistbinder. Yeah, I guess these are acceptable. Jade Light Ranger could get really big. Put that on top, I guess. I need stuff. Block here. If they kill the Mistbinder, whatever, hopefully I can still trade with the Swiss Spear. Oh, awesome. Or maybe I'm just dead now. That's possible too. I am up against a burn deck, but it requires 2 Boros Charms. Hey, what are you cats doing? I hear stuff falling on the ground.
Planeswalker.
Hazaret. That is pickle. Or it's better to play Jade Light Ranger first. That way I can at least scry a non-land card to the top, or have a better chance. Ugh. That sucked. This league, I'm telling you. Okay, attack for 6. We're gonna be on blocking duty next turn. But look at all this value. Look at all this value, people. There's value everywhere.
H&R Block couldn't find this much value.
That's right.
Certainly not on my fucking tax return.
Okay, they're dealing 2 damage to us. To attack with this thing? To be allowed to attack with this thing? Skull crack me.
I thought you had to be empty-handed to attack with Hazaret.
No, you need 1 or less card. This will work. This will be fine. We have a chance, sort of.
No chance.
So I got a Lumbering Falls that I can put into play. This can block Hazaret for a turn. I drew Mutavault too. Okay, anything that can block I guess is good here. Okay, attack for 6. Actually, I'll put the Mutavault in the battlefield just in case that matters. So the thing is, our opponent's going to draw a card, and they can't shoot us twice. They can only shoot us once. So let's say they have a land in hand, then you draw another land, they're doomed. Because they can
3.
pitch only once. They can only...
2.
It costs 3 mana.
1.
If they draw a creature, that might be enough. If they draw a burn spell, we're dead. But if they drew that burn spell, we were dead anyway. No, they're doing nothing. That's good for us. So block 6, 8 damage. It's enough to win. All things considered, that's pretty good. Okay. Let's attack for the win. Or attempt to. Hopefully we don't get stomped again. Well, we have no choice. We have nothing else to do. If I drew a Lord, I would just play it. Okay, they decided to die. That's good. That's a great decision. Excellent choice. So they probably had just, like, lands in hand. They just couldn't do anything. But I'm forced to attack them. So that Mutavault was actually a good draw. Okay, what's good here? Tidebinder Mage is great. I don't know if Ether Gust is going to be good. It's a burn deck, so maybe Mystical Dispute will be good, even at 3 mana. Nisa seems poor. Oh, Oko is probably awesome. I still have 3 cards to remove. Command Speaker, maybe? Keep siding this out. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I should bring in 1 Dispute. I think I want Hardened Scales, because Hardened Scales makes every creature we play, like, enormous. I mean, in theory, we can get a creature big enough to just block the Hazoret. And we don't even care. But there's, like, a lot of removal that will deal 2 damage, but if we can get our creatures to, like, 3 power or greater, awesome. I think Oko should win by itself. Well, maybe you need a few lands to help too.
Mulligan.
I don't really like this hand. I hope they mulligan again. We deal damage to ourselves. We still have no guarantee to, like, curve out at all. We do have a Tidebinder Mage, but... Stomp! Stomp Tidebinder Mage. No wonder you're not going up in value, Tidebinder Mage. I have 96 of you. They kept. I'll mulligan again. Yeah, I like this. Okay, so we can keep this. Put this on the bottom. Put one of these 1-drops on the bottom. This can become a 2/2.
Desmond Tutu.
Oh, our opponent has actually a good hand this time. Alright, we're going to be under a lot of pressure. We were lucky our opponent had a very slow start last game. Hinterland Harbor is going to really suck in this situation. Light up the stage. Light it up. You found a mountain. Found a Wild Slash. Goodbye, Kamena Speaker. Okay. Stick around, Kamena Speaker. I don't really want our opponent to Wild Slash the deep... Well, maybe... Is that so bad? Maybe that's not so bad. If they Wild Slash this Deep Root Elite. There's worse things that could happen. Or are they going to go for my face? Or they can... Oh yeah, they can wait on their turn. Well, we got some damage in. If Deep Root Elite lives to the next turn... Whatever, our creatures are going to get really big. Where's the start? Okay, goodbye Deep Root Elite. Sure. Branchwalker.
Lone Star.
Lone Star. Lumbering Falls. Good enough. Whatever keeps the lands coming. Gotta get those valuable lands. This Hinterland Harbor is just terrible right now. Not that it matters that much. You gotta have like Skullcracks or some crap like that. I'm already thinking in my head how to change this deck, how to make this better. Do we take out Merfolk Mistbinder and add that stupid 4 mana all creatures with a +1/+1 counter are unblockable? Is that the way to do it? Is our opponent going to play Skewer the Critics? Yep. Here we go. Oh!
Cool.
What to do? I guess make a Oko. Play Oko. Tick up Oko. I mean, this is brutal. Maybe protect Oko. Yeah, I'm gonna protect Oko. Why not? We have an Oko! We have an Oko! It's like the death to our opponent. I guess just in case they play Hazoret or something, I can chump block with Kamena Speaker. If you have burn spells, it's a good time to use them.
He's probably like, oh, fuck.
Can they kill me right now? If they have Boros Charm and Searing Blood, we lose. That would be 10 damage. If they don't, we probably... I think we can win. Hazoret can deal a lot of damage. 5 damage a turn, plus can shoot us for 2 damage no matter what.
Not as an elk, though.
That's true. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, again, that's not as an elk. Now our opponent's like, geez, why did they print this card? Why? It's banned in like a lot of formats. Why couldn't it make its way to Pioneer?
The banning, not the card.
I haven't actually had a lot of... I haven't had a lot of opportunities to burn with Oko Thief of Crowns. Feel the burn. The burn the other way with the life. It's like playing against it's like any Hearthstone deck trying to play against that, what's it called, Paladin. I don't know, there's some character in Hearthstone that just gains life and I find it very frustrating. Uh-oh, 2 of these both going at me. So let's say you burn me. For 3, 7. Sure. Okay, do I die? I'm hoping I don't die. But I might die. No, I don't die. Not yet. What is this? Light up the stage? Lightning strike? What? Oko, okay. Why are you doing this post-combat? This is silly. That was an instant. Spectacle Oko. You missed you missed an extra 2 damage. So there was nothing I could do to save Oko. So I'm glad I did not block the Swift Spears. Okay, so our opponent has no hand. You can play a Lumbering Falls. You can play this thing.
Swing for 6.
I think I'd rather swing for... Yeah, can we die in any way?
Or you could crack the food token, get some extra life.
I don't really want to do that.
And swing for 6. 2 turn clock.
I'm trying to think, how do we die? I guess there's no way we can die. Yeah, we will swing for 6. I guess, what's it called? Our opponent could play... Oh, they found a spell? I'll block. I'll do it!
Oh.
Okay, that means they have nothing. You have revealed yourself. That's pretty cool. Maybe there's a million ways to win this. I don't know. I don't know. I could put on this, but then if they lightning strike this, then it's dead. This is all silly. Whatever. If they have a spell, they're going to eat at least one of these creatures. Like the Mutavault. Or are they going to chump block? Okay, chump blocking has happened. Okay, they're dead. They just have a land in hand. They have nothing.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, we won one fairly. We won one fairly. Oko took over this game. Basically. They ate up 2 burn spells. Hold on, what the hell happened?
He played them post-combat.
But I'm dead!
Well, he didn't.
Oh, our opponent screwed up big time. They could lightning strike me for 3 damage, get an extra 2 in for 5, and then scare the critics me post-combat. Oh, okay, so we got like really unlucky. Our opponent just massively screwed up. Alright, whatever, I'm gonna take it. Yeah, that was just a clean victory after I don't block with the Comena Speaker. So that was round 4. Let's move on to round 5. We won the die roll, but every single time we win the die roll, we have to mulligan. We have to mulligan again. Our opponent mulligan, though, so that's not bad. Yeah, we will keep this. I guess we'll just get rid of the Deep-Root Elites. We're just going to depend on the power of the Benthic Biomancer into Merfolk Mistbinders. This is a nice, pleasant curve. If our opponent has a very slow, clunky sort of deck, it will smash them. Okay, that is not what I wanted to see. Removal, when we have mulligan so far, is terrible. So it looks like they're playing Is It Phoenix. All things considered, this is okay. So they're playing Is It Phoenix, but they don't have a thing in the ice out. We now have a board. Apparently they don't have any more removal.
They put 1 card on bottom.
It's good. We have Lumbering Falls followed up by Nisa next turn. We can make our creatures 4/4s attack into a thing in the ice. Actually, if they play thing in the ice, it's probably bad news anyway. Lightning Axe with Madness.
No.
Ugh. Alright. Yeah, I better just keep playing this stuff. Because if I draw Lumbering Falls, that's what we want to play. There's the thing in the ice.
You knew it. You knew it was in there.
I didn't know they would draw it, though. We will make a plant token. We'll pay and pass. Chart, of course. Well, they're stuck on mana, so that might give us a chance to beat them. Yeah, they're really stuck on mana. Okay, so we can activate this. Cancel. I don't know which one of these I tapped. We can give minus. Give a +1/+1 counter to everything. And now we attack. So they can't block the Lumbering Falls. They can block the Branch Walker this turn, but they're going to do a very bad job of doing it next turn. And pass the turn.
Lumbering Falls keeps the counter.
Yep. Strategic planning. It goes to the graveyard. Was this gonna die? Treasure Cruise. Okay. Okay, so I'm about to lose my board. Or at least I'm gonna lose these creatures. Well, that's gonna be a good way to recover.
Make a token after it transforms so that you can just...
It's not gonna transform, ever. Okay, so we're just gonna pass the turn. Make our opponent, like, flip this thing in the ice. Because eventually, we can go off with this Nisa. I guess I could have attacked that turn for at least 1 damage. That could have done something. Okay. Nisa goes down to 1. They're still in a bit of a pickle here with this Awoken Horror. Draw 2 cards, discard 2, sure. Sure. Sure.
Good Jorb, you got it off the table.
Okay. Let's make a decision here.
Good stuff.
I have no choice but to take these. Any order. Is this enough to win? This is 8. It's 8 damage, but it's not lethal. I guess I'm just going to take the 7. Hopefully that's enough to live to see another day. Because my opponent needs to do 4 more damage after that. If I could draw a Lord, that would be good. Or maybe the Skydiver was worth more than I thought, because I could put it on Benthic Biomancer? No, but then I can't attack with Lumbering Falls.
Just a chump blocker.
There's my chump blocker. If they kill the chump blocker. I don't think I die.
It's bad news for them, though.
11 life is just the right amount of life. If I was at 10, it would be different. I'd probably leave another chump blocker behind. Well, that's bizarre. Shouldn't you kill my chump blockers? What is the point of this? Another treasure cruise? It's time to go on a cruise. Okay. You see, they had 11 damage, but they couldn't beat the chump blocker.
Oh, you're all tapped out. What are you going to do now?
Maybe play a land. Did they play a land yet?
No.
I can't remember.
He's done.
Okay, that's good enough. Alright. This is where the mystical disputes are going to come in super handy. Red or green, I believe. Probably Oko is good. Turn those stupid thing in the ices into something else.
The red or green show.
Get rid of Cometa Speaker again. Cometa Speaker, not brilliant. And I keep taking out Nisa. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not super impressed with Nisa. Super impressed with Collected Company. Also super impressed with Hardened Scales if we ever get it going. So the plan with Mystical Dispute, turn 1, counter their turn 2 thing in the ice. It's basically what I want to do. Oh, I got both. Drat. Okay, well, I'm going to keep it. Lumbering Falls can't come into play untapped. So the sad thing about blue mana. Damn. So I can't Mystical Dispute anything. Don't play Thing in the Ice. Play something else. Awesome. Let's start with Hardened Scales. I guess it's not even necessary, but whatever.
It will be.
So we're going to hold up Mystical Dispute for something. Just something. Pass. And then every turn afterwards we can hold up Mystical Dispute and play a spell. Well, this Mystical Dispute is turning into garbage. Branchwalker? May I have a Branchwalker? I need mana. Opponent is going heavy on mana. Oh, they know we have this Mystical Dispute. Okay, we're just gonna play it anyway.
Just let it tapped out.
Basically.
Well, it's gonna go bye-bye anyway.
Yeah.
All for nothing.
So they can easily kill Oko, but it'll still cost them a card. And at least we dealt with the thing in the ice.
It's probably so.
Or at least that one. Lightning Axe, getting rid of Fiery Temper? Sure. Our future turns are going to be powerful. Like we've got like Deep Root Elite into like Benthic Biomancer. I mean, that's not bad. And they seem to be flooding out.
Ooh.
Oh! Collected Company. Deals 2 damage to each creature except for creatures you control with flying. Well, that is a son of a bitch. Whatever. The only super problem is that like they can start getting to a point where they can play like Treasure Cruise easily. Yeah, there it is. So I don't really like the idea of them chaining Treasure Cruises together. Because we've got like really good threat density, and also Hardened Scales is going to turn everything we play into a bomb, and they have no threat at all.
It's getting better.
Okay, so let's play this Mistbinder, followed by a Skydiver, and I guess I'll try to protect our Mistbinder. I'll attempt to protect the Mistbinder. Might get shocked or something. Nope. Okay, it survives. They Find Fiery Temper. Where's it gonna go? Okay. So it looks like 2 spells are gonna be spent. You want to take this? That doesn't change anything. Okay, that was completely useless. That's not the Lord. That's what you were thinking. You should just take this thing. Oh, you're gonna shock. Okay, now something's gonna happen. Oh, okay. I see the full turn now. Gotcha. Oh, you have an Arc-like Phoenix in there. This is gonna be a good turn for you. I think I'm gonna be greedy and go for this turn. So we have double Hardened Scale, so we're gonna make a gigantic Jade Light Ranger, potentially. Put this on top. Put this... Yeah, sure, keep it on top. So now we have this 8/7 Jade Light Ranger.
That's what this deck is all about.
Alright, try to attack. Oh, you're not so confident anymore, are you? I'm gonna attack. It's gonna be disgusting. Although you can Entrancing Melody this thing, probably. Okay. Boom! Okay, is there a world I can win here? Yeah, maybe. This is gonna be hilarious. Does this resolve? Ah! Why is it when in the right moment we cannot find...
But you'll still bump it up.
By how much, though? Okay, hold on. So what do it will pump it up by just 2. So it attacks for 9. It's not enough.
And it's a flying blocker for the Phoenix.
Ugh, that was very disappointing.
Just put it all on the...
I have to put it on this thing. And hope they don't have, like, interaction. How many times... Like, this is, like, the 3rd time we attack with our creature. We're in position to kill our opponent. Like, if we drew... what's it called? Deep-Root Elite plus that, it would have been over. Anyway, that was lucky for them. Let's move on to game 3. Oh, yeah, that was super lame. That was just pure lethal. It was just lethal. They thought they were safe. You were absolutely not safe. So all I needed to draw was like Deep-Root Elite and a Merfolk Skydiver. I mean, maybe it was not as clear as I say, because I actually need to draw these cards. There's only 2 of them in the deck. Is there anything else I want? I don't really want Tidebinder Mage. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it as it is. I like it. Collected Company is still Collected Company. Also, when I'm on the offense, why am I only finding 1 creature with those Collected Companies? Love to go first. Sure. This might get smoked, but whatever.
Nope.
Nope. Nothing. Not bad. All right. Lumbering Falls. Yeah, I guess we're going to play you instead. For the turn. Because I can hold up Mystical Dispute anyway. Next turn we can play Branch Rocker with Mystical Dispute back up. Now, they're going to play around it. It's fine. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Should make his Biomancer big right now.
So now I can do something at end of turn. I can at least activate the Benthic Biomancer at end of turn. That is fine. I think. Sure. I'm going to pass. Again, because the thing in the ice is so dangerous. It's basically game ending. Not anymore. How's it feel to get countered?
Ooh.
Ooh, we got another one. In
now.
that case... Oh, that was silly. I should play the Branch Walker first. Keep this on top. And pass. Play another one. Do it.
It is a blue spell.
That's okay. Oh, I didn't think about this thing. This card's a bitch, too. Oh, they put an Arclight Phoenix in the graveyard. I have to actually play around this... what's it called? Fiery... not Fiery Temper. Okay, so I can get Jade Light Ranger and Deep Root Elite. Or Mistbinder.
Whatever makes the tokens.
Okay, definitely reading Jade Light Ranger. This thing makes stuff. Okay, the rest can go any order. We're going to protect our own Deep Root Elite. That's fine. Put that on top. Now this Jade Light Ranger is just deadly. 5 power. Get out of here. It's going to be another Fiery Temper.
Better fucking not be.
Yeah, another Fiery Temper. But it can only hit deep... Well, I mean, they can try to go after the Jade Light Ranger. No. Three is a charms. Treasure Cruise, okay. Attack. Block, sure. Alright, and now we'll play this. Drew a Sanctum, which is ugly. I feel bad for this Mystical Dispute now. I wish I burned it on something, anything.
The Burrow's turn.
I guess I'll try to hit, deals 5 damage? Oh no! Our stuff is getting wiped out. Go for another cruise. I can counter that. Okay.
He's going through a lot of resources.
Yeah, I know, but they're going to get them all back. Okay, we just got a lot of stuff back. Okay, so we'll just pass. I do risk... They only have one Izzet Charm left. Shouldn't be any more Izzet Charms. Glory Bringer. I can just counter this.
Fuck you.
Just literally hard cast this thing. I gotta be a bit careful here. Because they do have that, like, instant speed sweeper. Sure. I don't know how I attack into you, but I'll figure it out. Hey, all the respect to my opponent. That's been grinding pretty well up to now. Up to now. This is a lot of grind. Ugh. This is very disappointing. These have just been terrible collected companies. Put into my graveyard. They have just been downright terrible collected companies. Were you a moron? Oh, they screwed up big time. They thought only one counter was going on it. No, with two counters. Guess I'll keep the Merfolk Skydiver.
Poof.
Alright, so we're back in it, sort of. Thought there was some chance this Crackling Drake would, like, eat us up, but... What is this? Okay, just deal billing damage to a creature. It has Jump Start. Treasure Cruise again. No Mystical Dispute that time. Okay, Arclight Phoenix comes out. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, I'm a little bit, a bit of mana off from really getting... Well, okay, let's do this now, then. Because maybe I'll, like I get Jade Light Ranger, for example. Get Jade Light Ranger at Deep Root Elite. Protect Deep Root. I think that's what I want to do. Put on top. Or maybe I should just go all in on protecting this Jade Light Ranger. Or maybe not. I don't know. No, maybe we can. This beacon thing isn't good enough. Okay, that's a giant creature.
It's fucking huge.
That is an 8/7 creature. Okay, so that was a good turn. Okay, you come at me with a good turn. Let's see your good turn. Okay, you got Beacon. Discarding the Madness. Oh, because it counts the exiled spells too. I forgot about that. Alright, well, that sucks. Board is wiped again with Fry.
Fucking believable. Jeez Louise.
Okay, so we're going to draw Jade Light Ranger. Maybe we can start attacking with Lumbering Falls. Yeah, I'll take that.
That is actually really damn good.
I cannot attack with Lumbering Falls, though. Damn it. Even when I draw this Oko next turn. These turns have been so, I don't know how to put it, not smooth. Glorybringer. Well, we are close to dead. Okay, Glorybringer cannot untap next turn. I don't know if that matters to our opponent. All things considered, this is a good game of Magic. Too bad I cannot be attacking with this Lumbering Falls. Sacrifice this for life. Get some life. Go to 3. 2 damage to each creature, except for stuff that's flying. Sure. Jade Light Ranger, we can put that on top, but I don't know how useful that is. Okay, we put this on top. I have to deal with the Glory Bringer now. So that I can block the damn thing. Well, if our opponent has nothing, I still have a chance. I am alive. Six mana, sure. Another Oko. I don't know if I need another Oko. I don't think that helps me at all. Put into graveyard. I don't know if that helps me at all. I need like another collected company. So +2 on food? I think pass. My issue is I have nothing to give. Well, whatever. I'm at parity. This Oko sucks. Okay, make food token. How do I get ahead? Okay, pass. Now is a good time for collected company, because it looks like my opponent has run out of things to do. Oh, okay, I'm dead anyway. Concede. Oh well. Oh well. That was a good match. That was a good match. That was definitely a very good game. The Treasure Cruise shows why it's banned in all the other formats. But that was a good game. That was a good game. Okay, so let's go back to the deck. The deck has synergy. Like, without a doubt. The deck absolutely has synergy. The synergy is there.
Salute.
Quiet, Salute. Salute is hungry.
Big hungry boy.
No, what to change? We definitely need some way of getting through damage. Like, whether it is with that Merfolk. What is the... I'm gonna go find it.
You lost.
Oh, yeah. It was close, though. Well, I don't know. Maybe not really. Maybe I need some graveyard hate. Aether Gust has no business in this deck. I'm gonna take this thing. Sorry, Michael. I know you love Aether Gust, but it's just not useful enough against enough decks. So we... what is this called, though? Merfolk with counters are unblockable? Oh, Herald of Secret Streams. Creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them can't be blocked. It costs 4 mana, but like all our games went long. Like we just needed a way to just get through the damage. I think it's good. I could be wrong. I think it looks good to me. I like the look of this card. I need some way to get through damage. Or the other option is Tempest Caller. Or I need to find something at 3 mana that can help push through damage. Because like this wasn't enough. We have good synergy. We can make big board states. We have trouble getting through the last portions of damage. I don't know how else to improve that. Unless we start playing with Walking Ballista ourselves.
Ooh.
Would that be spicy? Should we be playing with Walking Ballista and Hardened Scales Merfolk?
Should bring in Platinum Titan, too.
This could be Oko instead of Nisa. Like, Nisa's okay. Maybe Oko is okay. We don't need it in every single matchup. Commander Speaker is not worth the slot. I think Mistbinder is not... doesn't add counters, but I think is worth the slot in the deck. I think I still appreciated being able to buff our team up. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it should just be another Merfolk Skydiver. I don't know. I'm willing to like play around a little bit more with this deck to make it like worthwhile, make it competitive. Collected Company was great. Well, I don't know. There were some games where it was just garbage. It was just terrible.
Yeah, the last one. Just kept whiffing.
I don't know. Every single time we draw one creature, when we are in position to win, we just can only draw one creature.
It's rigged like the NHL.
That's right. And most boxing matches. Well, tell me what you think about this deck. What do you think should be the improvements? There's definitely... I mean, it has synergy. It definitely has synergy. We saw it. It was good. It had a lot of grind. We have trouble pushing through damage. That was the largest issue. And I'm sure there's some other issues with counter magic that we can get rid of Aether Gust, add some negates, and boom, the deck is going to do great. But anyway, that is it for today. We're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. We're also going to thank the Manabase.com and Card Hoarder for being our sponsors. This is Nikachu with his brother playing Simic Hardened Scales Merfolk in Pioneer.